Okay, so I am at Legends Bay in Sparks, Nevada. I am using the 5 spin method to evaluate this casino and the slot machines in it for this time and this day. And you'll see the time and date on the voucher when I show it to you. So you know exactly when I play each machine. And I'm using my highly visible strategy in combination with my 5 spin method. Now, there's other strategies that I could be adding, like for instance, once I learn this casino well, and I haven't yet, once I learn the casino well, then I will know when the best time to play is. But basically, I just walked in and, maybe this is the best time, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I've only been to this casino a few times so far, but that will change in a year or 6 months. So the idea here is, what can I learn now? And I'm trying to do this as an example. It's an opportunity for me to show you how to learn your casino. So I started with a $100 bankroll. I'm down to $94.15, and I'm playing these Cashnado machines. But some of the other demonstrations that I will do in the future are going to be more than just 5 spin method and highly visible machines. For instance, right here, this machine has the progressive maximums, which they cannot go over, must hit by. You may have heard of machines that have it on the label next to the progressive on the outside, on the screen of the machine. But this is one of the machines that has it in the game rules. They're not easy to find. So that's an opportunity that I will be discussing later, and as well as, so there's a bunch of Wicked Wheel machines. Hot Stuff does not have that list that I just showed you for it, but the Panda and what's the other, Fire Phoenix Wicked Wheel versions do. So that you can see where I'm going here. I'm trying to play a highly visible machine. What's looking at us? What machines are looking right at us? That's right, those two. So I'm going to play those two. It's kind of a front entrance, but towards the side, not the main entrance. And let's just see what happens. Making 88-cent bets. Third. Okay, won something there. How much? So I made 3 bets. So like $2.60 or so, 66 cents, I think. Did the math in my head. And I got less than half that. So, okay, that's great, but let's see what the other one does. One of the things I want to demonstrate is never show penny denomination bets again. So this is a 3rd bet, 4th bet, and I won something there. 4 times $84.40, and I won $3. So they still made money off of me despite these wins. I wouldn't want to use my tough love approach, more demos on my strategies on this, because I wasn't making money. And the requirement of tough love is it's already making money. When do I stop? That's a demo mode. Isn't that wonderful? You get all excited like, oh, no, but that's the demo mode. And that's the reality. Okay, so these are facing the entrance where people walk in. Whoa, look at that. So 3 bets, I think it was. And so 240 plus 24, 268, 264. And I made $3. So this was profitable, this machine. But I won something on 3 of the 4. Let's check the last one. So if I had 3 of those symbols, it would have been some sort of bonus game. If I had another row of J's, I would have had something. Oh, there we got some symbols. How much is that? So 380, almost. I think that was probably 4 spins, 3 or 4 spins. So basically I broke even on that one. Made a little bit on the one before it, but then I lost money despite the wins on the 2 before that. But this is how you can, slowly lose your bankroll instead of quickly lose your bankroll. So I'm looking at some of these machines. What is that? A claw? and I'm looking at. I don't like to make $1 bets because I'm here to make minimum bets, 88 cents, that sort of thing. Here's another dollar machine. Oh, here's a penny machine, dancing drums. Let's take a look. Yeah, I apologize for the little bit of the light flickering. About a few, like 2 minutes in, minute and a half in, for some reason I brushed my camera and it went into slow-mo mode. So this could be an hour long at 1/8 the speed. And I was able to save it just by speeding it up. But there is a little bit of lights flickering sort of thing that comes through as an artifact. Oh, sound like I'm talking about my PhD. Artifacts, aberrations. Mostly that PhD was mostly about sound. Yeah, you can see some of the lights are a little funky. But it felt like it wasn't too bad. One thing I want to do is basically hold the camera a little steadier. This is the first or second day of my just not putting the camera, pointing it towards the floor, and just showing you what I see when I'm looking for the next machine to play. Legends Bay has given me permission. They did require that I blur anyone's faces, not the back of their heads, but their face. So I'm doing that throughout. Getting better at that. So the last week has been a real education. It's very slow when I first did it, and now much better and less obtrusive. Sorry, I always want to talk about the technical stuff because I put myself through college, undergraduate at least, in the audiovisual department, and it's a skill you pick up. I should say audiovisual departments because it was not community college to start. They had a nice library, and then I went over to University of Michigan, and they built a library while I was there. And that's where I got 5 of my degrees, which are over here. Then I went off to Iowa State University, got a couple there, including a PhD. And then I went off to University of New Haven in Connecticut, got basically an MBA, Masters of Engineering Management, and used that to better understand the business side of things for being an aerospace engineer, designing jet engines, in a niche within that field. Got to be pretty good at it. I mean, globally. And then they laid 1 out of every 3 people off about 3 years ago. Not because of anything they'd done exactly, but they made a big bet on an engine, and they were successful in making the engine. But then there was those 737 MAX crashes that didn't have anything to do with the engine. It had to do with the control systems up in the cockpit. And 1 crash, 2 crash, 3 crashes, and the FAA said you're grounded. I think that lasted for about 4.5 years. By the time it was done, we were making dozens of engines per week, and finally Boeing just said, cut it. And but I saw it coming 3 years in advance. The PhD in the building would do that. Don't mean to give you my life story. This is my expertise, and I've used it to on my hobbies, and you're benefiting from that. So let's see. Oh, look at those machines. Let's go up to those machines so they can be seen by anybody waiting in line at the cashier cage and the rewards counter. How about that? Ooh, 15 cents. No thanks. I mean, thanks, but... So I have a loss limit of $30. I'll stop if I'm down to 70. So while I have $77 left on my bankroll, I really only have 7. So let's see what happens on this machine. This highly visible machine where I'll make up to 5 bets. Okay, those are wilds. So this is going to be something. 88-cent bet on the first spin on a machine, one of 2, facing people waiting in line at the rewards counter and the cashier's cage. I've been saying this stuff for years. I hope the demo helps. So a $6.50 win on an 88-cent bet, first 88-cent bet. And so stop at 82.74, and that is my wins down from $100 bankroll. And if you want to know about the 5-spin method, it's up here, and the highly visible machines, it's down here. Have a great day. Bye.